What's up, guys? Today taking a look at the Wyze V3, a wireless Wi-Fi camera. It's a 1080p camera, security camera, indoor, outdoor. I have a whole wired system, but there was some blind spots, and you know, for what it is, it's a decent camera for, capturing what I needed to capture. So I have this mounted inside, and we'll take a look. If you're wondering how I'm running it from my desktop, I'll put a link in the description down there. But anyway, we're gonna search for the app. We're just gonna type that in, then we're gonna click on it. It's gonna load the app. Okay, I gotta unlock my phone first before we do so. Now you can see I already signed up. So you have to sign up for a Wyze account. It doesn't cost anything, although they do charge $1.99 per month per camera. You don't have to pay that. If you buy that SD card, stick it in the camera itself, you're good to go. So when I hooked mine up, there was a firmware update, and despite what the owner's manual says of a 32 gig card, I got 128 in there. With that said, either get the high performance or the max performance, because this is going to constantly be writing over and over and over and over. The high efficiency or the high performance is 10,000 hours. The max is 60,000. So I just got the high performance. And the way you're going to do this is, you can see the phone here is right now, if we swipe it, we have a mirror image. And again, check that link out if you don't know how to do this. What you're gonna do, it's not like my other cameras where you're getting live footage. What you have to do is tap on it, and then it's gonna pop that up. And after it connects, now you could see my neighbor's just pulling in across the street. So if I wanted to turn this horizontal landscape, now we can go ahead and we can see a much bigger picture. If I want to click on that, I can maximize it. If I want to double click, I can zoom in and pan around wherever I want. If we double click again, we can go ahead and see exactly what we're looking at. So I have this behind double pane glass and also behind the screen. That's why you're seeing the grid here. Getting back to this Cam Plus, they want you to buy that, but they also have a Cam Lite. So if we click on Wyze's site, if you pay $1.99, it sends it, and I hate the word cloud. I'm old school. They're just servers, okay? So there's no magical cloud or anything like that. If you opt in for the Cam Lite Plus Lite, you'll get 12 seconds to the cloud. So that means in your events, which we'll take a look at in a moment, but if there's a person, their AI will, detect person, and it will show you, which is very helpful, person. Like right here, it's showing person. And I'm not sure if their site shows it, but I'll show you in my, yeah, it's not showing it. So I'll show you, what that looks like. But what you need to do, like I said, create a Wyze account, and then you're going to come to here and you're going to sign up for Cam Plus Lite. And you don't have to pay anything for this. So all you do is click sign up, and then you're going to provide your email address. You're going to go through all the security bullshit to prove you're not a robot. After you verify that, you're going to send a verification email. So then we're going to go ahead and click in the upper right hand corner next to the shopping cart. We're going to log in. All right, so after you log in, what you're going to scroll down and look for is Cam Plus Lite. And then you're going to click on more information. It's just going to allow you to have one camera that receives person detection and cloud storage, and it will record, up to 12 seconds. Now, with that said, when you find out and you're notified in advance and I'll show you this in a bit, you know, you'll be able to scroll back and scrub through the footage a little before and then watch the whole thing after the 12 seconds cuts off. The part that sucks about it is there's a 5-minute so-called cooldown period. What they mean by cooldown is it means today, for example, there was a car that passed by at, I think, 10:31, and then at 10:33 the mailman came. So it didn't capture the mailman delivering my mail. So it kind of sucks. I wish it wasn't that way. Anyway, I've already subscribed to this, so I cannot show you exactly what to do, but you'll be presented with, you know, amount. I think it's $2 and some cents that they have selected, but you can type in, you know, 0.00, and, you know, they urge you, you know, like, oh yeah, we're, you know, paying for this shit, you know, to run our servers. Please, you know, at least donate. And for me, I don't see a sense in giving them anything because I bought their camera and I have one camera. If I had more and I was running my whole system, then yeah, okay, something different. But anyway, just click other, type in 000, and then you'll get notified of person detection in your events. All right, so let's take a look at what the camera sees, and let's take a look at the app itself. So here is a static image. It's, again, not like my other cameras that are wired that give you a live feed. You'd have to click on that. But let's not do that yet. Down here in the bottom left is home, which will take you here. If you click on this, it will, you know, go to live feed. Then you have events. You can ignore monitoring, shop, and account. We'll click on events. So my first event started at 6:21 a.m. and you can see motion. Now this is where the Cam Lite comes into play, and if you're paying for, you know, Cam Plus, it will give you full, you know, footage of everything. This just gives you 12 seconds, but it's good enough. So first let's take a look at this footage here that happened at 6:21, because it was very dark and there was, you know, a street light out here, no infrared or anything. Picked up some motion, and you can see my neighbor has a motion sensor on his place. Let's take and put this to landscape so you can really get a better view. All right, so now you're looking at the landscape. We'll replay it. His light kicked on, which activated my camera. And there's, like I said, no infrared or anything on this. This is just their Starlight sensor, which is rather good. It's impressive. And we are behind, you know, double pane glass and a screen. So if we click back and then we click back again and we scroll up to 1022, you'll see, and I mean it happened at 7:10 and 7:39. Being I got Cam Lite Plus, or Cam Plus Lite, it's showing me there was person activity at 7:10, 7:39, and 10:22. There was motion at 10:29, and if we click on that, we'll be able to see a car pass by. Now, this is where the cool down period comes into effect and is a real pain in the ass. So if I switch this to landscape, you could see that's 10:29 a.m. We click back and we click back again, and then we click back again, and now we click on the live footage. The live footage is, this is what you're seeing now, but if we click view playback, it's going to bring up a time frame here. Now you can scroll back. All right, so once you get to like right around where you had that detection, now once you find your spot, this grid down here, if you take your phone and use your fingers, you can stretch the timeline or shrink it. It just helps you fine tune it. So what we're going to look at is this area right here, 10:29 a.m. and then you don't see any activity, but I know there was activity, and this is what I mean by scrubbing through the footage. So we know for a fact that something triggered the camera at 10:29. I also know for a fact that at 10:33 you'll be seeing the mailman come in any second now. There he is. So what you can do at this point is you can pause it. You can double click it. You can view back out. Now, when you do that, it kind of jumps, so you're going to have to back up a little bit. What you can also do is click record. Now, you're no longer limited to that 12-second. You got a marker, and now you can get the whole gist of it, what was going on. When you want to stop recording, all you're going to do is just re-tap this camera icon. It's going to say save to album successful. Same deal, if you click the camera icon here, you can click pause, snap a picture, that's going to get saved to the album. You want to double click it, and if you want to fine tune it, you'll double click it. Now you could take the snapshot and then you can click play, but again, you know, you got to kind of fine tune it right in that area there. Now in order to view that, you'll click more and then you'll go to your albums, and under video you can double click that. Let's get it in the landscape. Now you don't have that 12-second footage, you actually have the whole thing. Same deal if you want to delete it, or share it, or you could delete it. I'm just going to delete it. And then if you click on photos, we got 2 photos. So put the phone in to landscape. You can double click that, and you could see who it is. The other photo, same deal. And that's a little bit better picture, so you might have to do it a couple of times to get it right. So this is the live footage, and now if we look up here on the upper right corner where my battery percentage, there's a little gear icon here. If you double click that, that's going to bring up, you can name your camera in here, and I just left it V3, so we're going to back out of there. Detection settings, being mine's behind the window, I have it set at 75, and I don't care about sound. My other cameras are much better at recording sound, although it's illegal where I'm at to record sound. It's inadmissible to court. Event detection. This is going to allow you to select motion or sound, so if your camera picks up sound, you know, I'm not interested in that, just the video. Notifications. This is where Cam Plus Lite comes in. If you don't sign up for Cam Plus Lite, you cannot get detects a person. You'll just get other motions, and you'll get a notification of that, and you'll have to scrub through all that. Alarm settings, this will do your, you know, alarms that you have in your house. Advanced settings, you want to click continuous, and well, first you want to click your micro SD card continuous, and then I have night vision set to auto, and then you can do from dusk or dark, and with the sensor on here, and being I have street lights and neighbors that have motion and security systems, yeah, I just put it at dark. The night vision IR, this is something that either you want on or you don't. I don't, because I don't want people seeing the little red LEDs on the camera to see where I have it. So I turn that off. Same thing with the status light. You can turn that off or on, but again, if you have it on, it's going to notify somebody that you have a camera there. If you want to hang the camera upside down, you would click this on right there. I want to show the timestamp, because if I have to show to, you know, the police, it's time-stamped. Show the Wyze logo. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in sound. You can sync your time, which is a good thing. If we click on accessories, Wyze sells accessories. I don't have any of them, not that big a fan of them. And then you can also create rules, and I did not create any. You can also share the footage with other people, and you can have multiple cell phones connect it to your cameras should you choose to do so. Your device info. So in here, I'm not gonna, of course, show you my private stuff, but the signal strength is what you want. So you want to have good Wi-Fi, or you're not going to get good footage. And then you have the Wyze support. You have camera restart camera. So if you click this, it's going to reset it. You can delete the device. Why is it good to restart the camera? Because like any piece of electronics, you might have to hard reset it. There is a settings button underneath the camera. Hold it in for 10 to 20 seconds. Unplug the power supply, and then it should reset. If you're having a problem and it's not resetting, there is a good chance that your power brick is gone. You know, the part that you plug your cell phone in. It's 5 volts, standard USB. Buy a new one, try it out, or if you have one from your cell phone, as long as it's not over 5 volts. Yeah, if your camera works with that one, then you know your adapter is bad. There is a guy that is on YouTube. He shows how to unbrick these. Your LED should be red, but going through his process, do a search for unbricking a Wyze V3 camera, and it'll turn purple. And that's gonna about wrap this video up. It's long enough.